solving multi-step inequalities. Okay, so you're gonna have variables on both sides. This isn't on the page, remember? Okay, so what I want you to do right now, I want you to do problem 1 and 3. We're not going to do 2 and 4, so just down this first column right now. Okay, work with your groupie. You complete it, and then compare your. All right, check your work. Not much changes. All right. How many got that one? Okay. Next piece. Oops. Messed up the sign. Make sure to flip that sign because you multiply by a negative. How many got number 3? Okay, so it's just basic, the equations we've been doing, just with the rules within inequalities. Any questions on those two? No. Okay, next, I want you to try number 5 and number 7. Number 5 and 7. I'm just giving you those because I don't think we need to hit all. I realize you may not be done with both yet, but let's try number 7 just to make sure, or number 5, excuse me, just to make sure you know what's going on. Okay, goal is to collect the variables on the same side. So I like to collect my x's on the left when I'm solving inequalities. That way the arrow just points in the direction I'm going to shade. So I'm going to move this 3x over. I can't put 3x and 4 together because they're not like. One has an x, one doesn't. And I can't put 5x and 12 together. One has an x and one doesn't. Therefore, I'm going to move these x's over to here and put them with those. Okay, I do that by subtracting the whole thing. I don't divide by 3 because these are connected and I want to move the whole piece. So I subtract it out. Gives me 2x minus 12 less than or equal to negative 4. Okay, then I'm going to collect all my constants to the other side. All right, so that means x, we divide by 2, x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, how many got it? Okay, so if you made a mistake, figure out why. Okay, go ahead and finish number 7. Do not get tricked on number 7. There is a common error that happens right here. Be careful. Make sure you didn't make negative 4 times 3n. That's a negative times positive is a negative 3n, and then a negative 4 times a negative 1 is a positive 4. That's the mistake a lot of students make. They put minus 4, not plus 4. Earbuds out. Oh, I'm sorry. 12. Thank you. Oh. Come on, man. All right. Let's try this again. Negative 12n. Positive 4. Okay, thank you. Hey, but the common mistake, other than what I just made, negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. It's not minus 4 here. Okay, so if you're looking at your paper and you put minus 4, you made that error. Okay, don't feel bad. A lot of people do, but so we had minus 12n plus 5.2. Now, on this side, can I put together these two? No. Can I put together these two? No. No? Okay. So if I went through and kept going and doing this problem, notice I have negative 12n plus 4 is greater than negative 12n plus 5.2. Okay, now notice these are the different things, and in the past, if this was an equal sign, we'd say no solution, right? Because this and that, if I collect my variables on the same side, notice what happens to my variable. Disappears. So now I have 4 is greater than 5.2. Now we have to wait till we get to this statement to see if it's a no solution. Is that no solution? Is 4 ever greater than 5.2? No, this is a no solution. Okay? Hey, just so that we're clear, if the symbol was the other way around, if it said 4 is less than 5.2,
It'd be correct.
that would be infinitely many solutions. Because that's always true. Okay, so you've got to read it.
How is it infinitely many solutions when that's true?
It's true because it doesn't matter what you put in for n, everything's going to work. Yeah. X.
If your law is going to be like not a solution, like how you added the 12 verse and then you left the number out,
Well, as long like if you can recognize right here, it's going to be 4 is greater than 5.2 and it's no solution. You could leave that, but remember, if it's a less than sign, you better also recognize that if it says 4 is less than 5.2, that's infinitely many. So just because the variable cancels out doesn't mean it's no solution. You've got to be able to read that final statement and see if it's true or false. Okay? Any other questions there? All right, last one. Number 9. What if you need a mean score? What's mean mean?
Not nice.
The middle.
Not like dealing with behavior.
No,
Yes.
I think
Average. Is that what you said? Yeah, it's the average. When you add them all up and divide by however many there were. You need a mean score of at least 85 to advance to the next round. What would the score of the 5th game be? Well, I'm going to give you some game scores here. Okay? 92, 76, 84, and 77. Lucky sevens. Okay? Very good. Those are your game scores. Find what you need in the 5th game to have an average 85.
Wait.
It should be an average of at least 85. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen in the back. You guys will make us assign seats. I don't want to have to. I don't deal with, like in my class, I choose not to deal with that kind of stuff. I just assign you seats. Okay? So be done with it and focus when you're supposed to. Okay? It's called being responsible and mature about it. So sometimes it helps to write a verbal model. If we say our mean has to be less than or equal to 85, that's kind of a verbal model. That's a plan. So how do we find mean again?
We multiply and then divide by how many there were.
Almost. Yeah, you will divide by 4 if we're finding the mean of this.
We need the 5th.
We'll divide by 5 because we have a 5th. So how do we find what's on top? Good. Add them all up. And what's the 5th one we have to add in there? Yeah, we can call it x. Okay. Right, x? Nice. Okay. So what's our numerator? That's the top number, by the way. 329. Sebastian, can I trust you on that? Can I trust you on that? All right. Less than or equal to 85. Now what am I going to do? Multiply by 5? Okay. Multiply by 5. So that gets rid of our denominator. We get 329 plus x. Right, x? All right. 425. Okay. And now we subtract 329. What's our score need to be? 96? Can we do it? Uh-oh. So our score needs to be less than or equal to 96. Can it be like 1? Hey, Logan, what's up? Dog? Your back hurt? Your back go out? Oh, okay. Sorry. You're leaning back like you're injured. Hey, sit up, man. Be attentive. There you go. All right. I know. So, is that good? What's wrong with what we have?
No, I did the sign the other way.
Okay.
I did that 85 was the most.
Okay.
And it needs to be equal to or
Okay, our sign's backwards, right?
I was like, wait, what? I just now realized that.
So when you guys go through and do the problem, at the end, don't just stop. Like, check it out. Read it out. X is less than 96, which means you could score nothing, is what you're saying. And you would have that mean, which we know is not right. So this has to be greater than or equal to. Okay, our sign was backwards. So at the end, always double check. Sometimes we make those mistakes, and that's why we double check it. Okay? Read it like a sentence at the end, make sure it makes sense. All right, any questions? Okay, very good. Quiz tomorrow, we ready for it?
Yes.
Possibly.
Very.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, ace it up, man. All right, let me give you your assignment for today.